Got AI agents, naming game strong. Bought that spark, can't go wrong. Grab tokens quick, my tribe ignites. Telegram taps, community likes. NFT rates, mob game fun. Click and earn, renaissance begun. Grandma bought, digital stamp gold. Agenic spark, futures bold. Name it, claim it, sparks in sight. My AI talks, my token takes flight. Digital hustle, we built it right. Welcome to that game where we earn all night. Spark in my code, tribe in my lane. VIP card, no fortune's the same. Spark in my code, tribe in my lane. VIP card, no fortune's the same. Own the game, don't miss your name. Agent drops,
Happy Monday, Sniper. How are you, man?
Happy Monday.
It is a happy Monday.
Speaking of Monday, we got a special edition Monday stamp.
Oh,
Honey Radio, I hope you're watching.
Right on, honey. We'll give them time then. I'll go to the map. But, let them come in there. It's good. Good stuff. We go to the map, though. Oh, come on. And I got it up there. I missed it. There we go. All right. Woof. All right. There we go, man. Everybody, all checking in. Get your GMs. Oh, look at it. It's all over there. All over the U.S., bro. Good stuff. I see it out there. I'm got the across the pond. It's covered up, but it's all good. But yeah, man, that's cool. Let me check it myself. Got a. You said for Honey Radio, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. Yeah, she's been making some cool content. Yeah, dude, I've been going down it in the weekend. AI, it's crazy. I haven't brought up anything.
You've been in the Ray trenches.
The Ray trenches, dude. It is. It's crazy. You're gonna see. Everybody's gonna see a lot of efficiency. You're gonna see a lot of stuff. It's gonna start really flowing out, and I mean flow because it's called Floweth. I found something called Floweth, and it is ridiculous, man. It is working as we speak right now for me. Yeah, these things, bro.
Tech trenches with Ray.
It is. It's the AI
Ray
trenches.
AI.
It's the AI trenches. You're in the meme trenches and in the AI trenches, bro.
Meme trenches have been a little rough.
Has it really? Has it?
Yeah.
Well, Bitcoin, everything's pumping right now, bro.
I saw that. I saw a couple notifications today, and that's good for Bitcoin. It's good for you, Bitcoiners.
No, it's good for you. See a lot of it. It gets to like the top 20 usually get pumping. Yeah. Let me get the Chatricity. There we go. Oh, look at that guy. Wow. Is that the one that came? Oh, no, that's a lightning guy. Well, these are all, who's got all these images? There we go. I was way up there. My bad. Bear with us, everybody. Just get my GMs. Let's see. Atlanta, come on. Be a general. Oh, that's a captain for sure. Oh, yeah, dude. That's the blue guy. Man, that's awesome, man.
Had to. It was such good art. It's like, yeah, we have to officially make that one on a Monday. Happy Monday.
He even matches the border, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an excellent stamp. Everybody got to get it. Don't miss the stamp. Chatricity. And we'll be battling it up in Chatricity, everybody. So make sure you're battling in there. And let me get the show stuff. Yeah. All right. There's got to be a general.
Mine was a captain too.
Captain. Oh, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. There, feeding all the generals. Good stuff. All right. But yeah, dude, things are pumping. Look, I even got it. Well, I'll let it. Still everybody checking in. This is great. Get all the GMs going. You see, get in here. I'm just moving stuff around, everybody. Just bear with me. Get some music. Chilling. Yeah, no, it's called vibe marketing now. Vibe marketing, Sniper. They got vibe coding. Now it's called vibe marketing. It's incredible, dude. Things that I couldn't do. It would take me 2-3 months to do. I can do in probably an hour now.
That's been what, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yes. Yeah.
It's moving that fast. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
2 or 3 months ago, this would have taken me 2 or 3 months, and now I can do it in a matter of hours.
Even this one that I've been geeking out on, even this one, that's why I put that machine back there, right? Because I was going to let it just do its thing. I didn't even have to do that, dude. This is on the cloud. I can close all the windows down. I can go to bed at night, and my man is still on the cloud working. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful thing.
We probably shouldn't call it geeking out. We probably shouldn't say we're geeking out.
Huh?
We probably shouldn't say we're geeking out.
Why?
Because geeking out is like you've been up for days. Like,
oh yeah, I guess you could think of it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
We know what you mean.
I know what you mean, and people know. The geek, like even too, it used to be a bad term. Now it is. I'm all right to be a geek. I'm glad to be a geek. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
I put the strobes up in my office. I got the lights.
That's right, man. I don't care. I don't care. That's right. I'm all Mr. Learned AI. That's all. And we're even going to go. Look, we do talk about it positively a lot, but I got a lot of negative stuff right now today too. And that's what I'm saying. We bring you as balance, yeah. But let's see here. Susie Q, starting off the week right with the wise guys, preparing to learn new things. Yes, thank you, Susie Q. Appreciate it. Glad everybody's learning. Like I said, this is the time. You do not want to miss these next few months, man. I'm just saying, seriously, it really is like another gold rush. I mean, we say that with crypto. So is it with this AI stuff. The more you learn, the more you start wrapping your head around this stuff, it's just going to make you more efficient, better. And, you can do a lot of things for people, right? That will also get you paid, right? You should learn it. But thank you, Susie. Happy Monstrous Monday. Oh, there you go, Jason. That's what I'm talking about, brother. You got the Frankensteins, the dragons. You got it all, brother. And then even aliens. Happy Monster Monday to you, man. Thank you. Oh, there's Tim. Fire Freaking Monday. Yes. Check it in, Tim. Did you get your GMs? Thanks for joining us, brother. Appreciate you. And there's Comfy, my man. What's up, boys? What's up, Comfy? Good to see you, man. Happy Monster Monday. Everything. Yes, great weekend. It is. For me, I did. Like I said, just been me and AI talking, man, all weekend. All weekend. People around here, they're looking at me like I'm a crazy person because I'm like, did you see this? They don't even care. They don't care. It's crazy. I don't know, but it's all good, everybody. Let me jump into. You got anything before we jump into it?
That AI, you have a better relationship with AI than your humans right now?
I do.
Yeah, AI is more receptive.
They are.
Communicates better.
He's a better communicator. He's just a good friend. He's my buddy, man. It's all good. But just so many too. So many different models. Like just a couple weeks ago, I was telling everybody about Manus. Now I'm on to this Floweth. And it's crazy, man. I'm serious. So yeah. That thing can have like, well, I won't get into that. I got to show people to talk about
I like the sound of flowing.
Floweth, bro.
It floweth off the tongue. Very nice.
Yeah. It floweth money. That's what it does. That's the floweth money. That's what it does.
That really interests me. I like things that flow with money.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can tell it like, hey, okay, this is my idea. Give me an entire business model, marketing plan, go-to-market plan. Give me it all, right? Don't leave anything out. And if I forgot anything, add that too. And it'll think for like about 20 minutes, and then it opens up like into like 12 windows, and it's going through 12 windows of what it came up with a game plan, but it's 12 different windows doing it, right? Wow. It's crazy, bro. And all I mean is it's all in cloud. So I can close that down and just go start to work on something else. And in about 2 hours, voila. And but that's the problem that most people have, man, is step by step. A lot of people have great ideas, or they want to go and do something, but they don't know the first step. They don't know the second step. They don't know. And this, you could get a checklist, bro. Do this, do this, do this, do this, or take this and then now go put it in ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT do it, right? There's a lot of tools. But anyways, we're getting down. I was like I said, geeking out. Good stuff. But look at that. I found a new wonderful kind of I guess you'd say Bitcoin thing, right? But this is just showing you private companies. All of this bar chart here, everything in purple is mostly ETFs, and you can see it. I mean, I'll let you read it for yourself, but you can see what the color is. And I'm going to scroll down. And you're going to see. It's shocking, man. You know, we talk about strategy, MicroStrategy used to be, but strategy, some things with Tesla, some of the bigger companies that have been holding and buying Bitcoin. You know, there's like over 200, 300 companies then, right? And I'm going to scroll through, you're going to see. And then even 2 private companies that people don't even talk about because they're not a part of the stock market or anything, right? It's kind of wild. And yeah, there we go.
Now the orange, the exchanges and custodians, that would include people like us, you know.
Yes.
That,
Yeah. But
wow.
How crazy is that? Because what you're looking at, look at private companies, governments, DeFi, smart contracts, public companies. As an individual, if you're holding Bitcoin, you're in that, you're in that menu. Yeah, just because it doesn't mention you as a private, that's how powerful it is to be in self-custody of Bitcoin, right? You have something that major companies and governments are starting to acquire for their treasury, right? Pretty crazy. Hey, wise guys, ready to catch up in the latest crypto AI Web3 news? Yes, thank you. This is going to be awesome. And we got some stuff for you. But look, let me scroll down. And you can see like a little pie charts. You know, private companies, biggest holders is ETFs and public companies. But like that right there, ETFs and other funds, they're the biggest holders of Bitcoin and all this stuff. And but the other thing is, like I said, when I scroll down, and this one's called BitcoinTreasuries.net. That's what this site is called. I would keep it up there somewhere.
Would I guess MicroStrategy would be included in that public companies?
Yes, yes. And they're right there at the top. See here? MicroStrategy?
Oh, yep, got you.
They're the top holder, bro. I mean, you got Mara, you got Riot Platforms. I mean, you could see, look, there's Tesla. So you could see this is actually the amount. So that's 500 MicroStrategy, which is strategy now has 582,000 Bitcoin, right? And right here is the dollar value. So as we scroll down, this is the amount of Bitcoin, and this is the dollar fiat, number of it. So you got $64 billion of Bitcoin, right? That's a lot of Bitcoin, man.
A ton of Bitcoin,
dude. If you can you imagine when that goes to $1 million of Bitcoin? My man is going to be just
like off the national debt.
It's crazy.
Himself. I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe not that yet. He's going to he's going to have to get up to maybe 50 million a coin for him to do that. But yes, that's why it's so important for the United States to get involved and start doing this stuff, man. Seriously, it's crazy. But then, like I said, as I scroll, you don't usually hear all of this other stuff, right? You don't hear this. These are all the other public companies, right, that are holding and buying Bitcoin, everybody, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy as you keep going through, because again, you just hear it kind of about the top, the top holders. Now you're talking about private companies, right? I mean, Block 164,000 Bitcoin, $18 billion of Bitcoin. That's not too shabby, not too shabby. Here's SpaceX. Right, you hear Tesla, but look at SpaceX. Right, they're almost at $1 billion of holding. Kind of crazy. People don't understand, right? I wonder why he does that. He might believe in it, right? So yeah, you could continue down there, and then now you get to governments, right? And U.S. and China right there in a race, man. Right, 21 billion, 20 billion, almost 21 billion. Right, they're just 8,000 more Bitcoin. And that's it, right? These are the 2 leads. And whoever really comes out with this, I mean, when Bitcoin moves, they're going to be the real superpower, man. Because financial security, it all starts with finance, everybody. You can't have an army and a military without finance. You don't pay your soldiers, and soldiers ain't going to do anything, okay? They're going to go home. But anyways, it's just kind of wild, man. Sparking, mobtastic, monstrously. Awesome Monday and a week ahead. Yes, great week ahead, my crypto ventures. A lot of stuff going to be coming out too. Financial news this whole week. Yeah, we'll see. It's good to see that Bitcoin is pumping though. Yeah.
Is this the week that the feds are supposed to supposedly lower the interest rates or whatever's supposed to happen.
Yeah, well, no, they got a lot of other stuff. Just things with the employment. A lot of stuff starts coming out at the, the changing of the, yes. But that is one as well. But here's other things. Custody solutions. These are also people that are holding. But it's a pretty good website, right? Just saying. That's kind of what you're looking at. Let me scroll out here. Anyways, doesn't matter. But it's a good site. I don't know. I'm stuck over here. There we go. But anyways, this is kind of cool, man, because I like stable coins. It's not much excitement with those. I hear what people say, right? How do you make money? Who cares if I hold some USDT? Well, I did some digging. Like I said, talking with AI, and no shade, but the banter, crypto banter, right? Those guys, Rand was talking about it. But when he was talking about it, I started going down the rabbit hole with AI, right? And like I said, this is the kind of stuff I found. And there is a way that you maybe be able to make some decent money off of what Tether and USDT is doing. That's why I named the show this, right? But Tether is quietly becoming one of the most used financial networks on earth, right? 433 million plus users. And they just added 39 million in this first quarter alone. Yeah. So this is what we keep talking about with mass adoption, everybody. Kind of, very important. Floor. Happy Monday, wise guys. Happy Monday to you, Floor. Thank you. USDT would rank 19th in US treasuries if it were a country. So that's how much treasuries are backed, what they use with USDT. Yeah. On track to hit 1 billion users. Now that is really, you're getting there. That's pretty much mass adoption. Yeah. And, that's just because people are using it. I mean, cross-border payments, people are using it because their own fiat money is getting inflated into infinity. And it's just a stable. And that's what people love. But this is where I started going down the rabbit hole when I started looking at this stuff. Yeah. So this guy, wait, I'm not even at the top here. Let me go back to the top. I'm not bullish on many sales. This guy is depression, right? This is actually depression. But too much hype, too little senses. And I'm going to go down the, with this plasma. I have not done full on, what is it real? I mean, this is like today is the day it launched. I'm telling you, okay? Like you could start being a part, but it was today that it just started coming out. A new chain backed by Tether, Bitfinex, Peter Thiel, which is the PayPal, built just for USDT. It's built just for it, everybody. So there is a way that you can make some money if you get in here, you do your due diligence, you do your own research, and you like this, and it becomes something that's a real winner. You can do well because it just came out. So Plasma isn't just another L2; it's a Bitcoin sidechain, right? With an EVM compatibility. That means security of Bitcoin, DeFi of Ethereum, USDT is its native support, instant transaction finality, 0 fees for stable transfers, right? No fees when you transfer USDT. Kind of crazy, yeah? So you could send $10 million for 0, right? What USDT is mostly on now is Tron. And again, I'm just like I said, a lot of people maybe you don't know what all was going on here, but that's what it uses. That's the chain, Tron, right? We know that that's over in the Asian market. Yeah. The biggest pain in stables right now is 99% of USDT runs on Tron because it's cheap, but it's outdated, centralized, and empty. It's empty over there, bro. Empty. I should have had that thing up there. But Plasma, this is what they're trying to fix, right? Just saying, this is where they're filling what they think is this hole, right? So better UX, user experience, better infrastructure, and Balu stays inside Tether. Now, I don't know everything. Okay, maybe that's like Ether and or like Bitcoin and Satoshi. I don't know the sats. What makes Plasma actually usable? Right, all EVM apps work out of the box. Uses Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT as gas. Real DeFi, not just wrappers. Blah 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 blah. Right, I'm just going down real quick.
That EVM phrase covers a ton of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Ethereum, that's base, abstract. I mean, Avalanche. Like,
Mhm.
dude, there's so much EVM technology that's behind that. So
Yeah.
when they say EVM, like that's well, I would say like 85% of chains or something. I mean, it's a massive, massive term. You know?
Yeah. And it means Ethereum virtual machine. But yes, it's much more. You're right. It's used on a lot. Yes, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is a pretty cool project called Plasma. Okay, this isn't some rando chain with a logo and hype. The people behind Plasma, Tether 2. So like I said, it's Tether. Okay, Bitfinex. Right, it's a pretty good one. Some trading platform. I do not know. Oh yes, there we go. I do. Bitfinex. Yeah, he is the CEO. He's the CEO of it. But anyways, it's just not just some project, everybody. So that's why I'm bringing it to you. Okay. But again, you still have to do your own research. Yeah. No one knows. But here you go. Because the ICO is happening today. Right? It is today. And I'm going to go over to the website. You'll see. So again, the basics, it already kicked off at 11 UTC. The token is XPL, 10% of the supply, 50 million raised. Pool opens with 100 million cap, 4-phase model, KYC. You do have to KYC. Okay. So there it is. Right. But the reason I went into it, this is the site. Okay. And it's called plasma.to. Right. This is it. And then again, I love my little AI friend because I said, hey, look, explain it to me like I'm a newbie. I don't know what's going on. Okay. What is Plasma? Imagine the main blockchain like Ethereum as a super busy highway. Every car transaction on a highway has to pay toll fees and get stuck in the traffic. Slow transactions, right? That's what that means. Plasma is like building smaller local roads, child chains that connect to the main highway. Most of the local traffic transactions happen on these smaller roads, which are much faster and cheaper.
And we all love that, right? When traffic's backed up and you know you're around a bunch of spring breakers or something, they're just sitting in line. You're like, I can get off this exit. I can turn right. I take the next left, run about 5 miles, get back on the interstate, and I'm good to go. You know,
and you just passed all the garbage. Yeah. Yep. That's what this is talking about. So why was Plasma created? Blockchains like Ethereum are great, but they can get congested, just like Sniper was saying. Right? Many people try to use them all at once. That's what happened. Like the NFTs when they were going bonkers, right? That's why gas and transactions, all that stuff was crazy because everybody used it at once, right? And that's kind of what the problem is. This leads to, obviously, I just said the high fees and transactions are slower. Plasma was designed to solve this problem by taking a lot of the transaction load off the main chain. But they built little baby chains, right? Seriously, that's what this is. How does Plasma work? Instead of every single transaction being processed on the main blockchain, Plasma creates smaller blockchains called child chains. These child chains are connected to the main blockchain. Most transactions happen on these child chains, which can process them faster and with lower fees. Only important updates, dispute, blah, 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 right? But it's scalability. It's super fast. Lower fees. Everybody loves that. Security, because it's still on chain, but these are child chains. Just like Sniper said, the EVM, compatibility for some Plasma implementations. That means the applications built for Ethereum can go often be easily moved to the Plasma chain. Stablecoin focused. This is why I brought it up because people don't know how you could make some with USDT. So you can invest in USDT, but if you believe in what they're doing and how people are using it more and more, and it might be, started being adopted by Stripe and all of these huge payment centers, again, you start getting onto a chain like this that's their CEO, everybody. That's right. So that's a way, maybe, I'm just saying, that you might want to kind of take a look. And again, this is where I got some of this stuff about, Plasma about me. It's purpose-built blockchain for stablecoins. That's what it's built is for stablecoins, right? Thousands of transactions a second, 0 fees, settlement on Bitcoin, right? That might help too, Sniper, with all the speed with some of that stuff with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's like they use the Lightning Network, right?
Yeah, Bitcoin's terrible. For people that don't know, like when you mint or even sell an NFT, like it could take up to 5 minutes for that transaction to happen. It's so it's so crazy. Like when I started getting into all this, what were those ordinals and stuff? I'm like,
Yeah.
you freaking kidding me? Like this is never going to get adopted or catch on. Like, dude, it's like 5 minutes. Like, it's just it's bonkers.
I know.
I've been on this side. Those people hadn't been on this side. They don't know any better, But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is. I've seen up to 20 sometimes, man. 20 minutes, and it, some of them Bitcoins, them whole coins that's crazy. Legacy blockchains limit the rate of stablecoin adoption, right? And they do. That's why, right? The people, you're going to see a whole new spin up of all of these companies again that've been building and doing this in a massive way, man. So again, it might be something you want to look at because you can come over here now and you hit deposit and you're over here. And let's see, great. Are we going to have internet problems, right? You would connect your wallet, get the XPL, right? Doing what you're going to do. But again, you research it. I just brought it up because, bro, it was just crazy that people are, continuing, like I said, to build. And USD, all the stables. Circle, I got a story we're going to talk about soon about Circle too. So the stable coins is where it's at, right? You're going to see regulations go through. And yeah, it's just necessary in the space. People need something stable and not so volatile to be able to transact in whatever, in services.
Well, I think businesses too, you walk in Walmart or something, or let's take Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake's now accepting Bitcoin, they're selling Bitcoin burgers and stuff. But most of your businesses, they don't want Bitcoin, they don't want the headaches of trying to convert it to the USD. So this makes it easy, right? This is a US dollar value. So you will take your Bitcoin, go to USDT, walk in a Walmart or something, and boom, pay with the USDT, and it makes it easy for everybody, So this is the digital payment system. That's why this is going to be so big. And a lot of times, like where we reference the USDT and all these stable coins that are going crazy, we call them money printers.
Right.
When you see those things going crazy, that means there's new money coming in the market just constantly. So when you see a bunch of transactions going on USDT, USDC, all this stuff, that just means that all that money is pouring into NFTs, meme coins, whatever's hot at the moment, So that's why we like seeing it go crazy. But it's going to go crazy because people are going to actually start using it, like Walmart, Starbucks, like everywhere you turn, they're going to start accepting these stable tokens. So it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it is. But this is talking about how the stablecoin issuer Tether plans to open source its Bitcoin mining software, right? The company said would allow new miners to enter the market without relying on expensive third-party vendor. So that's cool. I don't know. You ever tried to mine?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I do. I mine something called Big Coin, not Bitcoin, Bitcoin.
Right.
Very similar.
You said big?
Bitcoin, yeah, it was built off the same tokenomics and all that. It's got the same white paper and stuff to it. It just doesn't have the same value. It doesn't have the same value at all. So.
Right. So this open source, it's Bitcoin mining, right? A horde of new Bitcoin mining companies will be able to enter the game and compete to keep the network safe, right? The more anybody that's doing this, it's just obviously much more secure for the chain. But Ordano described MOS as a scalable and modular, built with peer-to-peer Internet of Things architecture at its core. But it's like, they give you what you need if you wanted to do this. You just have to kind of run it, right? You just got to do it. But Polymarket, did you hear this today? Polymarket to serve as official prediction market of Elon Musk's X. There we go. The two companies struck an agreement to create a product that will explain market moves. Yeah, X is going to be it's going to get wild, man. Mm-hmm. I heard too about their X money. Did you see that? We're talking about X money. Oh no, huh?
I didn't hear about that. Are you talking about the token X money?
Yeah.
We've heard about it for a couple months. I've heard it from different places. How big X money is going to be, and we'll see. I know a little bit of it. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But it was launched on Friday. The tool will offer live insights into events that influence markets, combining data from X and predictions from Polymarket. In addition, the product will leverage XAI's chatbot Grok and relevant X post to provide real time. Hey, that's going to make Grok a lot more valuable, man. Right? I've kind of neglected, Grok, because I've been, like I said, playing with all these other different models. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. The product is the first of several integrations and unique experiences to come from X and Polymarket's agreement, according to the company's joint press release. So at least they both agree that they've been working together, because like it's not like Trump's wallet where they said there's nothing to do with us. Yeah. Well, this is an official press release with both X and Polymarket. Yeah, crazy.
Could you imagine if you could get Grok to buy a token, any token that gets launched off of one of Elon's tweets, like, and it can just do that for you. You don't have to mess with it. Like, here's $100. I want you to invest in every post when this American, what was it? The American
entrepreneur?
No, the American Party came out. Did you hear?
Oh yeah.
They kind of followed all this Trump and Elon fighting stuff, but he put a poll out and everybody voted, like the American Party. Well, of course, Pump Fund got a hold of it, and there was like 4 of them come out. 2 of them run up to millions of dollars in market caps. But if it could catch that and start looking for you, like, oh, here's token, here's token, here's token, and just throw $5. That's all it takes is like $2 or $3, and each one, bro, it'd be over. We'd all be millionaires. Yeah.
I know, that would be awesome, bro. Yeah. No, but I'm sure that's going to be like, X is going to be, it's where it's at anyway for crypto. It's crypto Twitter, I know it's changed to X, but it's where everything is. And I mean, all the things that you've been doing with spaces, all of this stuff, bro, you can see it. So again, this is like, going along with the whole thing with stablecoins. Apparently stablecoins and tokenized RWAs do matter, Sniper. And you're going to see by all this chart, right? This chart would indicate that ETH's fully diluted market cap will never go below the value of the stablecoins, RWAs, and other assets it hosts. So this big, this over here this is all the total value locked, all of this kind of shaded in area, this reddish pink, yeah? And it's touched. Ethereum, the price, has touched here, the market cap, yeah? Fully diluted market cap, but it's never went below that. So there is a floor, yeah?
Now, that is something that you do want to plug into AI and say, hey, let me know when this gets close. And dude, you talking about a buy signal? Like, holy crap. That's a gimme.
Look at it. I mean, both times. It shot, bro. It touched it and shot. This is it, right? That is a good one.
Gimme. That is a gimme. That's
layup.
Yep.
All day long. This is, I mean, seriously, even what Sniper's telling y'all is alpha. That's absolutely true. That's crazy. Exactly. So, and I'm sure that's with a lot of, maybe a lot of them. You can kind of look across the all chains with their TVLs. Yeah. Not sure if it all matters, but we'll see. But that's a good one. Yeah. And look, this is why, and I appreciate our community, right? We do need to be, kind of just bland with some of this stuff. So we all know each other pretty well, right? We can text and message, and we all probably hang out in IRL and do this stuff. But I please appreciate the respect that you don't put out all of our stuff, right? Like, I mean, privacy stuff, yeah? Because this is what's happening now. Crypto investors are absolutely terrified right now, yeah? Because they're getting whacked by wrenches. They're getting thrown and their families in trunks, right? Just because you're even making content and talking about crypto, they automatically think you're a Bitcoin whale, yeah? So it's you got to watch it out there, everybody. So this is a shoelace. What is it? Last month, a shoeless, an injured cryptocurrency investor fled from posh Manhattan townhouse and approached the NYPD with mortifying story. He just escaped 17 straight days of torture, right? Because they wanted his his passwords, right, and his virtual wallet. 17 days, okay? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to have to get a lot of Prime. I'm going to get a bunch of the robots, and they're going to have I'm gonna have a little sentry. There's sentries, yeah. But anyways, it's just funny, everybody. Not really. That's kind of crazy, but you got to watch it out there. You know, that's why, you know, we don't talk about kind of stuff like that. I don't, you know, whatever, brag about any of that. That's ridiculous. But it's out there, man. So this is also financial services incumbent. Fintechs are building. I get a lot of tech. Is Ethereum? Should I even be in Ethereum? I would say, yeah, I got Ethereum. But, you know, just because it doesn't, like the stupid meme and you're sticking it, you know, poking it with a stick, and it's not moving like when Bitcoin's moving. Look, all you have to do is read and see this stuff, everybody. BlackRock, PayPal, Wisdom Tree, Robinhood, Franklin Templeton, Apollo, and many, many more. These companies are building, and they're doing their RWA, their real world asset stuff, on Ethereum. So this green one, this is all BlackRock, everybody. This blue is PayPal, right? These are big companies that are putting their money where their mouth is. Okay, so they are using it. I believe Ethereum has a lot of leg room. Yeah, and it's going to be doing a lot of.
It's just like what we talked about the. I always say the clunkiness, and I probably shouldn't say the clunkiness because Bitcoin is gold. It's digital gold, you know. But could you imagine being at a home closing? And it's like, all right, I'm gonna pay for this house with Bitcoin, you know, and you're sitting there for 15, 20 minutes, like waiting on the transaction to finalize and all that stuff. Yeah. People don't want that. They want instant, you know, they want boom, it's done, you know, that quick. So
but it's not like that, right? Well, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, right? It was crazy. It's just not like that. This is part of mass adoption. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that this still can't go. You know, Ethereum still could go to 15, 20,000, right? In some years.
Dude, I still believe in the flippening. I really do. I know a lot of people don't talk about it anymore, but
I know
with the technology that's going to be built on the east side, you know, across all of the EVMs, you know, all like that whole massive thing. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yes. Because they're going to be locking up stuff too. They're going to have TVL. They're going to have things they're doing over there. I mean, I get it that the layer 2s, they make a lot of the fees because Ethereum made it very clean. Yeah. And that's the problem. That's what at least right now. But I'm sure that they have bigger, you know, when you see things like BlackRock and all of what they're going to bring on here, that value goes into Ethereum too, everybody, right? Just because it's not off of fees and all this other stuff, it's sitting on their layer 1.
Right? I called a guy on it one time on like market caps and stuff, and he really set me straight. He goes, it's just a number. It's just a number.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that if everybody on this planet widely adopts one token, that market cap of that token can't lap the top token multiple times. Like, whatever the people choose to go with, you know, and that number is just a number. You know, so
it's absolutely true. I mean, that's why we do that internet thing, bro. You could see Yahoo, AOL. You saw all the bars, right? When you're doing the race in AOL, Yahoo, and all that stuff, MSN, all that thing, they were all at the top. And then all of a sudden, like 2002, 2003, 2004, Google, Amazon, Facebook, they all popped up, and they smoked them. They smoked them all, right? Yahoo's still around, but all of them got smoked. And I believe the same thing, like you're talking about.
So we say, Bitcoin, enjoy your reign. The Taco Queen is coming.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Taco Queen! Love it. Yes. But this is what I was telling you, okay? Actually, I thought it was I think it's good news. Because if we have to stay here and cook for a little bit, I'm happy to be cooking. Because of what I'm learning and what it's capable of now, right? But what this is kind of talking about is Apple researchers. They just released a paper, right, that pours water all over the entire AI industry, right? And it's this illusion of thinking. It's a frontier. Reasoning models, they face a complete accuracy collapse beyond certain complexities, and it's kind of like when it gets too much, the models just tank. And they become just not smart, not intelligent at all. So let me see here. Hold on. Yes. But they found that these advanced AI models, specifically the large reasoning models, the LRMs, yeah, that they suffer what's called a complete accuracy collapse at a certain point when it's faced with, like I said, complex problems. But like I guess I know we all get like with the Terminator stuff, so at least let it marinate here a little bit, right? That's all right, let it marinate. But like Claude 3.7, you know, there's Anthropic, there's Gemini, Google, OpenAI, all of these models, they failed when they were given the correct algorithm to solve problems. As problems got harder, models actually reduced their reasoning effort. And that's kind of pretty devastating. It really is, man. At least for what everybody wants, this AGI, right? General intelligence. Everybody's looking for that. Oh, we're so close. By the end of the year, this is that. But it's also pretty neat to see, because what have you seen? Have you seen any huge, amazing models with Apple? Apple's a pretty big company, right? Microsoft, you see that, you know, sometimes with Google, Gemini, yeah, OpenAI, Grok's, XAI, but Apple has not really even released anything. It's kind of weird, right? Well, I think from what they said, like I said, I'm just kind of summarizing this whole thing for you. What they said is they've already been recognizing all of this, and they've been working on the real solution. Because if all the other ones bog down on complex things and they can solve and they can retrofit and fix this, they'll smoke, just like we just said with the other stuff. They'll smoke past everything else. And it's on phones, right? It's all on your Apple phone. Yeah. I think Android would go away and Apple would take over the world. Yes, they would. Yeah. But it's very interesting, man. That is a real problem. And this is the paper. If you go to, this is Josh Wolf, but he's put this paper by Apple, right? The Illusion of Thinking. It's on there. And you read through it if you're interested, or run it through AI. Look, I know everybody's like, whoa, bro, that's way too much. Run it through AI. If you don't use it like this anymore, you got problems. You need to use it and tell it to give you a summary, important things that you like, or whatever. I don't know. And then, like I said, too, you know why it's running into this? Because it is mirroring off of people. It's not good. Because when as they're going through this, people have this same problem, bro. When we get too complex, like it's get too, we crash and quit. We're like, whatever. That's just stupid. I don't even want to do it. But literally, it's funny because it's mirroring, right? This is another guy that did it. This ARC AGI, performance versus test complexity. This dotted line is people, right? Average humans. And all it's showing is like it's the drop off, right? When at the end, it's not a cliff like the AIs, right? But even earlier, like it sometimes drops earlier in complexity, and then it just levels off down here. But these other models, this is a 03 and 03 high, that would be ChatGPT. They can do pretty well for a while, and then they just crash, bro. But it's crazy that humans, it's the same thing. We do well. Once you get to some complete, there's a crash here at the beginning and then it just levels out. But at the end, we're like, forget this, man. There's only a few that stick around.
I did my best.
It is. I did my best, man. And then look at this. You got the SEC chair, right? Paul Atkins says the right to self-custody is foundational. It's a foundational American value. Yes, it is, Paul. I agree. Thank you. So that's what he's saying. He gave the remarks today, and I'm going to play it. I think I got some of this here. I'm going to bring this down. That music's not that loud. Let me see. It says the right to self-custody is foundational. It's a foundational American value. Yes, it is, Paul.
Or central party. Instead, these peer-to-peer networks incorporate an economic mechanism to encourage participants to validate and maintain the database in accordance with the network's rules. These are free market systems where users pay demand-based fees to network participants to have their transactions included within a so-called block of data with finite storage capacity. The prior U.S. government administration discouraged Americans from participating in these market-based systems by asserting through lawsuits, speeches, regulation, and threatened regulatory action that participants and staking as a service providers may be engaged in securities transactions. I'm grateful to the Division of Corporation Finance staff for clarifying its view that voluntary participation in proof of work or proof of stake network as a miner or a validator or staking as a service provider is not within the scope of the federal securities laws. As happy as I am over that step, this statement is not a duly promulgated rule with a force of law, so we cannot stop there. The Securities and Exchange Commission must adopt a regulation based on the authority that Congress has given us. Another core feature of blockchain technology is the ability of individuals to have self-custody of crypto assets in a personal digital wallet. The right to have self-custody of one's private property is a foundational American value that should not disappear when one logs on to the internet.
So it's good to see that people are back. You know, you got these type of people in service, you know, writing laws, doing this kind of stuff, and they're, you know, at least saying good things. But let's see if they come through with their words, right? Right. But you're muted too, if you didn't know. Martinez, M2. It's Monster Monday. Thank you, brother. And then Spark Baby. That's what I'm talking about, Scott. Yes, Spark Baby. That's it. We got some stuff.
Spark it up.
Spark it up, man. But let me get into this because we got to get going. We got to battle, man. We got to battle. Same thing, Circle, man. Circle is already, you know, has 2 ETFs devoted to it in the works. So all the stable coins you can see being adopted in big ways, right? And I'm not going to kind of go through this one too, but it's just showing you. USDT is one, Circle's another one. This is really becoming. Oh, I ruined it, man. I had a question.
I didn't see it.
It doesn't matter. It's right there. I was going to say, what country has 100 million crypto users, right? Wanted it in the chat. But it's India, man. India is really starting to come on. It's kind of crazy. It's, you know, been under the radar because they were making a lot of stuff illegal. Yeah. But I was gonna do a little quiz. It's all good. Let me bring it down. We got to play it. We got to battle. Well, you got it up, or you don't have the thing up? I don't think it's up there. I'll bring this back up while you do that. It's all good.
I got you right now.
Okay, look at you. You're so fast.
We're battling.
Battle it up. There you go. Chatricity. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get some music. Connectricity portals. Step into the future where the stars align. Power grids glowing, cosmic by design. Harness the energy, rise above the best. In connectricity, it's all about the.
These guys waste no time. I was getting it ready for you while you was playing that video, and I was like, no, wow, they've been battling the whole time.
Oh yeah, they battle, man. If they're there, they might as well battle, you know? That's how they do it. Oh, they got different buttons looking. Portals open, we raid with might. Cosmic treasures shining bright. Or at least I'll get the last round. Our power grows in this connected world. Power moves only, we don't post for free. Tapped in deep, whole squad with me. There we go. There we go. Battle it up. Get you some mob cash. Oh, look at Joshua. You stacking it up over there.
We're building up a little balance. Get us a little balance.
Stacking it up over there. That's right. Yeah.
The monsters aren't going anywhere. We got
Oh.
some work set up.
I know that. Yes,
Don't forget, these are nodes. Nodes on the blockchain.
on the chain. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you guys are racking it up. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! There you go, everybody. Battle it up.
Through portals we raid with might. Cosmic treasures shining bright. Power strong, power
We're gonna run it back one time. Run it back one time.
Run it back.
everyone knows. Innovation leads the charge. Opus AI living.
Oh yeah, we gotta run it back.
Sustainability, profits grand. A brighter future we command.
I was looking through the mob stuff this weekend, and I can't say for sure. I should have noted where I saw it, but I could have sworn that the players were called nodes.
Huh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
I'm gonna have to look for it again. I'm gonna have to go through the. I was going through it. It was in the app, or maybe it was on MOBFI. I can't remember, but it made reference. I'm pretty sure to the players as nodes.
Oh. Oh.
Cool.
I like that. All right. 7 seconds. We're in. Stretch it. Come on. Fire Ferkin Tycoon. Let's Spark song too.
Got AI agents naming game strong. Bought that spark, can't go wrong. Grab tokens.
Battle up.
Tribe ignite.
Let's see, we got it.
Telegram taps, community.
Thank you, my crypto ventures. Yes. Like, subscribe, and share, everybody. If you haven't, you need to. Don't miss anything. There's so much stuff going on. You gotta know. Gotta know. And there you go. Join the mob. Battle buddies, MBBs, morning Eastern, usually around 7-ish. Let's battle, have fun, and earn together. The MBBs, they crush it out there. All morning. They just gather and mob. That's why they're all bosses. They're almost all bosses, man. They just keep getting bolts. Love it. Thank you, my crypto.
Bonuses, those friend bonuses. I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
Worth it to battle with a friend.
yes, it's huge. Gotta do it. MBB's flow. Oh, look at that. You like that? It's good. Flow. MBB's flow. You do. Like a stream, like a river. Love it. Flow from all the channels.
A new world formed from digital flame where your voice is code and your vision reigns. No gatekeepers, no delay, just a spark to light the way.
We are the agentic spark, fueling tomorrow and night in the dark. From web to
That song say no gatekeepers, no more gatekeepers.
That's what it says.
I'm tired of gatekeepers.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
It's crazy, bro.
It's been eye-opening to me. The deeper you get into stuff, like we've been told, like the numbers in our group, like how strong we are, and it never resonates till you're out in the trenches and you actually see some of these massive projects are running off of 4 to 6 people, and you're like, holy crap! And that's because of your team. Yeah, 4 to 6 people. Dude, we're gonna crush it. So
I know.
we got like 30 to 50 people over here, you know, like all the time. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Like posting a pic, you plant a seed, accessible funding, scalable dreams. We're rewriting the digital scheme. Escape the algorithm, escape the old, escape the static systems bought and sold. Hey, Gentic, freedom is the call. One spark, enough to change it all.
We are the agentic spark. Rebels of
Am I back?
You're back.
creators of
You're
art.
back.
No more waiting.
Flow it. Flow it.
I mean, flow with some bandwidth. Flow with. All right, get a job before we well, we got storms too coming.
Centralized hearts.
All right.
Ooh, got something to claim.
Well, look at you. That's the best when you got unclaimed. All right, everybody, going back to Web3 Wise Guys. So we're going to do the job over there. Yeah?
To be the
Hey,
spark,
the job! Let's see.
agentic
Got
spark.
to go to X. There we go. All right. With the link. Oh, look at you. Honey Radio's dunking on you now. You'll see it when we go over there.
Ooh, let's go.
That's mine right there, Honey Radio. That's mine right there. That's one. That's my guy right there. That's awesome.
A new world formed from digital flame where your voice is code and your vision reigns. No gatekeepers, no
Let me
delay.
do the what? Like I said, go to Wise Guys.
We are the agentic spark. Fueling tomorrow and night in the dark. From web to walls to sovereign skies. We build, we fund, we rise. Human minds, AI hearts. NFT souls and decentralized arts. Launch your truth, claim your mark. You were born to be the spark.
Every industry, every path, personal agents, do the math. No code, no limits, no disguise. Your startled story amplified. Raised with an ITO flame. Your crowd, your rules, your name. Governance grows as projects expand with tools of power in your hand. Just imagine. Log in, launch, take the lead. Like posting a pic, you plant a seed. Accessible funding, scalable dreams. We're
Hey now.
rewriting the digital scheme.
Job's up.
Algorithm.
Good job.
Escape the old, escape the static systems.
Let me get
bought
job
and
music.
sold.
Go to work. You go to work. There we go.
Ooh. Look at that gold.
That's what I said. That's awesome, isn't it?
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Hey, no matter what, Sid, if you could, run a job to that. That's just awesome. That's run a job to Honey Radio's Golden Monster for Mondays. That's a great one.
You might actually turn that into a little statue.
Yes,
Behind you on the shelf.
I should. That's my little monster. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, there's so many to pick from, dude.
Many options.
Huh?
There are a lot of options.
Oh, ooh, I was so close. I gotta stop doing that. There we go. All right, everybody. Oh, we got time. Look at that. Just in the yellow. Just in the yellow. But yeah, you don't. Well, like I said, you don't get to play with these AI stuff that much, huh?
I don't have enough time. I play a little bit. I play enough, but I don't get to go rabbit holes for the whole weekend like you do.
It was such a crazy. I mean, I even bought it, Sniper. I've learned my lesson. I don't do the whole year. I don't do the year ones. Even though that you get like sometimes half off, you just can't, man. You can only do the monthly.
So fast,
Yeah. Because I was on this kick with Manus, and Manus is cool, man. There's a lot of amazing, things that it can do, but this one is way different because it is starting to be like we talked about some of that stuff too, the agentic thing, because it can work and do things. Like it has access to tools, and it can do it and pull them in, right, and work, like literally work, right? A lot of the times when I do this, it literally, like, instead of it giving me an answer, it builds a website. And the website is what I share. Like if you wanted to, like a presentation, right? But it builds a website out so you can share whatever you got going on, right? Because like I said, some of the stuff is interactive. So you say you had to ask it for steps to do something, it builds the website, and then when you click on the button of the first step, it sends you to where you need to go.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean, everybody. Like this is it's pretty drop dead simple now. It's storming, right? Thank you, Crypto Buffy B. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jason didn't have power till Sunday. Oh, bro. Yeah, I know. I heard. It's crazy. I don't understand how we still have power. We never lost it, man. And we're usually the first to go, my man. It's kind of crazy. But let me go and see. Good times, though.
One more like. One more.
Payday. One more. Bring it home.
There we go.
Got it? Oh, it's clear. Look at you guys. Great job. Great job, everyone. Thank you.
Payday.
Thanks for watching. And all the comment, everything I said is great. Great stuff to see everybody. Like if you didn't hear what just Sniper was just saying at the beginning, it's crazy when you start getting out of your little bubble and you see what other communities are about. We got an awesome community here. And again, I appreciate y'all because you do. You show up, we watch, like for an hour, hang out. And yeah, it's an awesome place to be. And yeah, like I said too, I'm excited because I think I'm going to be able to start to showing you and how we've been talking about, building in public, and start showing you how to do some of this stuff. Because I think I'm getting it, right? But you're going to like literally see it working. It's kind of bonkers. But yeah, thank you, Robin. Appreciate it. Awesome. Right on. And everybody, thank you. Keep an eye on there. Keep ranking up. Don't get your level up. Did I tell you I'm an underboss? Oh yeah, I forgot. You're making Boss, I eat the underpants. Bosses.
My underwear's on the way.
That's right. That's right. That is funny too, right? Because I was all excited. Then you're like, yeah, you eat the undies of the bosses. Yes, that's true. But I still like the name Underboss. That seems
just trying to give you a nudge to get on up to the next level.
To get on up. Hey, well, I was thinking I leveled up and I was going to get more spots. No more spots. I was already at the top, I guess.
Are you already maxed out?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. But oh well, all good. No, thank you, bro. Thanks for joining me, everybody.
Absolutely.
Again. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back on Taco Tuesday. But like I said, stay plugged in, battle it up, do the MBBs. That is like Sniper was saying too. When you're battling with friends, there's a huge bonus, and it's so beneficial. Yeah. But thank you. Thanks for joining me, Sniper. We'll see you again. Yep.
As always. Yep.
And Sniper, tell them I think you're going to start streaming on Abstract too. Yeah.
Yeah, I finally got approved to be on Abstract, streaming over there live. So I'm going to try to pencil out some time to do some stuff over there on showing off how to use some of these Telegram bots and the Abstract chain and just a bunch of stuff going over there. But the main point is to tie our ecosystems together. So let's bring the Web3 wise guys to Abstract and show them who the Web3 wise guys are. So
that's what I'm talking about. I love it.
Excited about it. Yep.
Right on, bro. Thank you. But everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, and have a happy Monday. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks. So.
Yeah. Tapping in. Tapping out. MOBFI. We don't play solo. We raid. We build. We flip the game. Tapping MOBFI, whole squad lit. We pose, we boost, we run that script. Power stacking, respect paid in full. I don't chase likes, I'm in my pool. Tap to earn, every tweak outweigh. MOBFI rules, create your fate. Tap in, level up, let's raid. MOBFI fam, we never fade.